Before we talk about nutrition, before we talk about fasting, before we talk about exercise, before we talk about supplements, we need to answer one question. What is metabolism? If your answer is, it's how quickly I burn calories, you're not alone. It's probably the most common answer. It's also incomplete because metabolism isn't simply how fast your body burns energy. It's the system that keeps you alive. And once you understand that system, nutrition starts making sense. Fasting starts making sense. Exercise starts making sense. Even why you feel energetic one day and exhausted the next starts making sense. That's where we're going to begin. Welcome to Wellness by Michael Tomasini. This series isn't about quick fixes. It isn't about miracle supplements. It isn't about chasing the latest trend. It's about understanding how your body actually works so you can make better decisions for the rest of your life. Before we can improve our health, we have to understand the system we're trying to improve. That's what this series is all about. Every year there's another diet, another supplement, another biohack, another promise that this one thing will finally solve everything. But very few people stop to ask a much more important question. How does my body actually work? Imagine buying the most sophisticated machine you'll ever own and never receiving the owner's manual. That's how many people approach their health. We're told what to eat, we're told what not to eat, when to exercise, when to fast, which supplements to buy, but almost nobody explains the system underneath those decisions. That's why I created this series. Not to give you another collection of health tips, but to help you understand the machine itself. Because once you understand the system, better decisions become much easier. Let's start by clearing up one of the biggest misunderstandings in health. Ask almost anyone what metabolism is, and you usually hear something like, I have a fast metabolism, or I have a slow metabolism, as if metabolism were a setting you were born with, almost like a dial that someone set before you arrived. But that's not how it works. Instead, I want you to imagine the heating system in your home. You don't stand beside the furnace, turning a dial all day. The thermostat constantly measures what's happening and tells the system how to respond. Your metabolism works much like that. It responds, it adapts, it adjusts. Metabolism isn't simply a speed. It's your body's energy management system. At its core, metabolism is the collection of processes that keeps every cell in your body alive. It converts the food you eat into usable energy. It provides the raw material your bodies need to repair itself, to build muscle, to support your brain, to keep your heart beating, and to allow every organ in your body to do its job. And here's one of the most important ideas in this entire series. Your body doesn't rely on just one fuel source. It has multiple ways to produce energy. Today, I don't want you to worry about exactly how those systems work. We'll build that understanding together over the next few episodes. So for now, remember this. Your body has more than one fuel available. This isn't just interesting biology. It affects your everyday life. Your metabolism influences how energetic you feel, how hungry you become, how your body stores or uses energy, how well you recover, how you adapt to exercise, and many of the decisions you'll make about nutrition only make sense once you understand the system underneath them. That's why we're starting here. Let's clear something up. People often say, my metabolism is just slow. The reality is more nuanced. People do differ in their resting metabolic rate, but those differences are usually much smaller than people imagine. More importantly, your metabolism responds to your physiology, your environment, your activity, your nutrition, and many other factors. Think of it as permanently fast or slow. Isn't a very useful way to understand just exactly what's happening. This is where someone gives you 5 things to do tomorrow morning. I'm not going to do that. And that is deliberate, because applying strategies before understanding the system is one of the reasons so many plans fail. Instead, I want you to do one simple thing. The next time you catch yourself saying, "Oh, my metabolism is just like this," pause, replace this sentence with, "My metabolism is a system that responds." That's it. Everything else we'll learn builds on that one idea. Before we finish, let's leave these 3 ideas. First, metabolism isn't a fixed trait, it's a responsive system. Second, your body has more than one way to produce energy. We'll explore exactly how that works next. And third, understanding your metabolism isn't about becoming a scientist. It's about making better health decisions for the rest of your life. In the next episode, we're going to explore one of the most important concepts in modern metabolic health: metabolic flexibility. What is it? Why do some people seem to switch effortlessly between different fuel sources while others struggle? And why does that matter for energy, health, and long-term well-being? I will see you in episode 2.